What does it really mean to be chic? Because according to TikTok, we are all un-chic. I mean, if you have a tattoo, even an eensy-weensy tattoo, you're just immediately un-chic. I mean, what did Kim Kardashian say again?
You don't have tattoos anywhere.
No. Honey, would you put a bumper sticker on a Bentley?
Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. My name is Betty, and if you're new here, welcome! I guess I already said welcome. Anyways, in this video, if you can tell by the title, we're gonna do a little dive into the world of chicness. The other day, I was scrolling on TikTok, as we all do, and I stumbled across... Please ignore the sirens. I stumbled across a girl listing all the things she found un-chic. And you know, I thought nothing of it at first, but then I saw her notebook. Her notebook was full, top to bottom, okay? Wine glass in hand, ready to just tell us what was un-chic. And I was like, okay, I gotta listen. Maybe I could take notes too. She also made a part 2, and we're gonna react to that as well. Again, if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I mean, like, you don't have to, but like you can if you want. But like you don't have to, but then like you can. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Things I find incredibly un-chic. Part 1. And I say part 1 because it's a very long list.
Okay, sorry to pause so early. When I saw that notebook, I was like, okay, I'm making a video about this. She did her homework. She sat down and she studied. I mean, we can hate on her all we want and get offended, but she took notes and she studied and she did her thing. And, you know, we're all entitled to our own opinion, and so am I. So,
starting off strong with one that I know is going to offend a lot of people, but tattoos. And the little baby ones, you guys, when you get old, they're not gonna look cute. I'm so sorry. Technically speaking, this is just my opinion, but also
true.
I think it's proven fact that tattoos are in fact very much un-chic. Next up is visible logos of any kind. I know that one's hard to hear as well, but just keep in mind that money talks and wealth whispers. And
what if I don't want my money to talk? I mean, what if my money doesn't talk at all? What if it just doesn't talk? Like, what if that's the only way I can make my money talk? Like, I get it. I love the simplicity of a black shirt. Like, look at this. It got to, okay, I used to buy a lot of items with a lot of logos on it, and it got to the point where I was like, okay, I can't even make an outfit, because why am I wearing Adidas with Nike with whatever else other brand there is? I was like, I need more minimalistic items. And, you know, I've definitely purchased a lot of more simple, no logo t-shirts, pants. So I get it, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's un-chic. It's just a preference. But I guess un-chicness is a preference as well.
And I don't know any wealthy people that are wearing Gucci across their chest. 3 things that will forever give me the ick and I will never find chic are anything Lululemon, Golden Goose shoes. Even worse than the Golden Goose shoes is the Golden Goose dupes.
Not my Lululemon bag right there.
Can't stand. And a Neverfull. And especially when you combine those 3 together, which kind of seems to be like what I call the stay-at-home mom starter kit. Not chic. I hate it. Next up we have baggy denim with stretch. If the denim is meant to be baggy, then it doesn't need to have stretch. It defeats the purpose, and it just looks bunchy and ill-fitting and cheap. And cheap does not equate to chic. Another thing that looks incredibly cheap is when the print or the pattern doesn't continue all the way around to the back of the top or the dress. So if it's like sequin in the front, but then there's no sequin in the back.
Okay, she did a lot of research. She did her homework. This is like so specific. These are like things like I would never think of. Like the stretch baggy jean thing. Yeah, she did her studying. She did it. She studied.
Floral print in the front, but it's just a solid color in the back. Even some high-end designers do this. I don't know why. It looks so cheap, and it is incredibly un-chic. Hunting camo worn as fashion. The only camo I find acceptable to wear as a fashion item is going to be military camo, and even then it's borderline. I will say that I do in fact own quite a few pairs of camouflage cargo pants. I wear them specifically for hunting, or because maybe we have like a camo night at the kids' school. We do live in the South.
I just saw the deer behind her head. When she said hunting, my brain went bing, and then I saw the deer. Yeah, the camo thing, when I see camo, I just see camo. I never knew that there were different types of camo. I'm actually learning a lot from this video. Very educational.
Sometimes I'm compliant, but I would not consider it to be chic by any means. But I do consider our men in uniform to be very, 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 very chic. And lastly for today, VPL. Visible panty line. If I can see your underwear through your pants, either A, you're wearing the wrong underwear, or B, your pants are way too tight.
Personal preference. I mean, for me, I personally wear underwear that doesn't show my panty line. I can't believe that there is a acronym for it. She said a whole acronym for it. Girl, you're way too deep. I personally don't like when my underwear lines show. That's just me. But like, also, like, everyone wears underwear. I mean, I hope. But I just feel like it's not a big deal. Like, it's just underwear lines. I want to read some of the comments because I was kind of laughing. So someone responds to the video and they say, I don't think you're naming things that are un-chic. You're just naming and going on about things you don't like. Yes, chic has a definition and is a type of style, but you're just listing things you don't like. So I kind of agree, but also it's the trend. You're listing things that you find un-chic. So then Tara replies and says, I'm listing my opinion on things that I find un-chic based on the definition of a trend that the internet seems to be obsessed with at the moment. Classic, timeless, elegant, ... The next comment says, well, F me sideways. The world will keep on spinning, buttercup. Someone comments, but taxidermy is chic. Taxidermy chic? When was that chic? Low-key me when I saw that deer, but again, preference. A drunk middle-aged woman ranting on TikTok with a deer head behind her is definitely super chic though. No comment. That's what she had said in her video, and again, we're all entitled to our own opinion. I feel like hers wasn't as bad as everyone was making it seem, but the reactions to this video were killing me. They were killing me. Like this one.
Things I find incredibly un-chic. Starting out with one that is going to offend a lot of people. Being ugly. It's just my opinion, but it is a 100% fact that if you are ugly, you're not chic. Sorry. Try not being ugly. Being poor, so not chic. I am rich, and if you are poor, you are so not chic at all. Getting old, like why are you doing that? If you wear colors other than white, off-white, and eggshell, you look cheap.
I'm kind of 50-50 on this situation. I feel like one, like I said 1,000 times before in this video, personal preference. If you think, like, it's your platform, if you want to say what you don't like, it's up to you. Like, it's your platform, do what you want with it. She did come across as a little bit judgy, but also I think people are taking it a little bit too far. Like, she wasn't saying anything rude. Her un-chic list was very specific, but like, she wasn't really necessarily like bullying people. Like, she was just stating things that she found un-chic and why. I feel like there's much worse on the internet, and I feel like it's just not a big deal. But she made a part 2, and you know, people still had a lot to say. Let's dive into the second part. Back again with the huge list. Like, that's what gets me every time, is just the list. But again, do what you want with your page.
Things I find incredibly un-chic, part 2. I'm just going to go ahead and rip off the band-aid with this first one because I'm sure it's going to cause some discourse in the comments, but something that I find to be incredibly un-chic is the use of profanity. And I know some of you are going to say that cursing is just oh so fun, and I'm sure I'll probably get a slew of them in the comments because I'm saying this, but what I will say is that using profanity or cursing has never actually helped you to prove a point or sound more intelligent. So for that reason, I find it to be incredibly un-chic.
So profanity, I mean, for me personally, I'm trying to swear less because I used to swear a lot, and for me, I think that, you know, a little curse word here and there doesn't hurt, but they're still negative words, so I try not to say them. If I'm singing a song, I feel like that's different, but like towards people, I try my best to not swear. Not as in like yelling people like F you, blah, blah, but I mean like using bad, like the F word as a filler word or the S word as a filler word. I feel like I'm trying to minimize my use, and that's just me. I don't think it's necessarily un-chic or not, but if it were to be one thing, I think it would lean more un-chicly, and it's okay to be un-chic sometimes.
Second on today's list is something that I think a lot of you are going to agree with, which is long nails, loud nails, fake nails of any kind are incredibly un-chic.
Okay, that I disagree with. I like long nails. I like short nails. I like square cut, almond cut. I've done it all. I feel like it's a form of expression, and it's like, yeah, it's preference on style, but it's turned into like, this is a style that people can take on. And you know how there's, you know, more of an emo look, more of a classic look, more of a timeless look, more of a edgy look. It's just like a genre of ways to express yourself. But I do find people on the classier, elegant, timeless side tend to be a lot more judgmental when it comes to like people who want to express themselves in different ways. Like, I've seen videos where it's like, yeah, long nails are ghetto, or this is ghetto and this is ghetto. Who cares? Why do you care that much? You know what I mean?
Short, nude, polished nails would be the epitome of chic, but I am not that girl. Third thing on my list is really just something
I'm just not that girl.
for the men, because if you're a woman wearing these, I don't really know what I can say to you. But for the men, these seem to be a fashion choice, and that is Crocs, Hey Dudes, and Sperry's. And
Not her hating on Crocs. Okay, Crocs are not meant to be this elevated, bougie shoe. They're supposed to be comfortable things that you just throw on when you're running errands. Like today I went to get coffee, and instead of taking 2 minutes to put on my sneakers, I threw on my Crocs.
The only one that I might give you a pass on is Sperry's if you are in fact wearing them on a boat. But otherwise, I generally do not see the purpose of wearing these shoes as a fashion item, and I do not consider them to be chic. Especially the Hey Dudes. I'm so sorry to whoever invented those. I just think that they are hideous. Next up, and this is maybe also kind of geared towards the men, and that's gonna be sports jerseys in an unironic way.
What?
Camo, I don't really understand what context a sports jersey is ever going to be an appropriate fashion item outside of an actual game.
People can't do anything nowadays. It's crazy.
We love LeBron. I get it.
Stop. There's 4 more minutes to this video. I don't think I can watch anymore. No hate. Like I said earlier, I don't think she's doing anything wrong, but also I just can't keep watching. I don't know. The list is so long. 6 minutes? You talking about what's un-chic? That's where the problem is. You care too much about what people do. I get the trend of like, this is what's un-chic, this is what I find classic. 6 minutes of what you find to be un-chic is absolutely insane. So I'm gonna exit out, and we're just not gonna react to the rest of that one, because I feel like it's just absolutely insane. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what else you guys want to see me react to. Again, if you want to subscribe, feel free to. Comment down below what you guys think is un-chic or chic. I would really love to know. Thank you all for subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video.